Ready?
No, I said I'm not.
Alright, start recording back the way, Justin.
You know.
I was going to go and tell you an engineer joke.
No. Yeah, it's on.
What? Ready? You got.
Yeah, it's on.
Oh, man, do it, you do it. Go on. Why are you standing up?
Of course. Yeah, come on camera.
Ladies and gentlemen, what's this? It goes vroom, vroom, vroom. Engineer. That's his joke. Ladies and gentlemen, David Beck.
Try the best. So we have.
That was some hell of an intro.
Good intro, eh? Welcome everyone. My, what you all look hungry for entertainment. Some of you just look hungry for cock. Sorry, but I didn't mean to look at you there, Spock, sorry. Didn't mean that. Well, welcome to my home. Now, as you can see, what we have in this flat, a 2-bedroom flat. It's a spare room. Alison, you can look at me, it's fine.
I can't look at
Come on.
I can't even look at you, Beck.
I've got something really wrong. I've got a feeling actually if you probably just cut my losses right there and then.
No, go for it.
Right.
Start with the TV.
Nice video as well. Red eyes staring at me. Do it, Ben, do it. Yeah, so anyway, in this flat little 2-bedroom, we've got the spare boys room. You've got your average kind of boys room, PlayStation. I've even had a spare woman in there for this last week. Our friend Lara. You know how easy it is to lose the first one. The internet's in there, of course. Or it's called a think tank. Or the wank bank. Whichever comes first, really.
You can hear the alarm.
The alarm should be a thing of I should pay attention to, really, shouldn't I? I'm actually going to stop that there because I don't think this is going to go very well.
Use the material you used it. Use the material, the A-grade stuff.
Yeah, but I feel bored.
Come on, Vic. Come on, Vic.
It's fucking ruined.
You can cut all this shit out in your fucking look shit later.
Great.
Party popper. So I'm seeing Vic.
Show us the party popper.
Right, okay. Now, well, I live here with my bird. Great. We've had the problems when we first moved in. The toilet seat, that was an issue that came up. But it was her that was leaving up. Couldn't understand it, what the hell's she doing? Is she trying to right the wrongs that have been a very sexual inadequacy I've always found with the toilet seat conundrum? She wasn't, turns out she's bulimic. Quite a risky joke, especially when your girlfriend's sat in the same room. But that was just a joke. But when she did see that joke, and she had probably one into this, said, well, why do people think I'm bulimic? Someone's going to think you're bulimic, sweetheart. It's fine. To which she punched me. So I punched her back because I'm not sexist. Now, you've got to be careful what you say to girls. Compliments can be one of two things. They can go badly. There's misogynist you've got to look out for. You've got to be politically correct. You don't go too sexist. You don't want to patronise women. Isn't that right, sweetheart? So, like I was saying to this bird the other day, you have got fantastic tits for someone so young. Well, her man went livid. I think she thought we were at school or something because there was talk of a register. I don't know, it wasn't nothing to do with me. But that's about as far as the links goes.
Here we go again.
Now, changing rooms. I spend a lot of time in the gym, and the changing room. It's a weird place for a man to be. You cannot say anything, really. You've got to be careful of what you say. Even the slightest thing can go wrong. Just simple. Nice. all bad etiquette in the changing room. Even in the shower. There are men now that shower with their underpants on. No, come on, guys. We're old now. We're not back at school. I know this sounds like I'm campaigning for more cock in the shower, but I'm not. That's not the case here. It's time to grow up. I mean, I don't know what it's like in the women's shower.
I tried to research this, but apparently stand-up isn't a good reason to be caught in the girls' changing rooms, especially in the locker. Them things are small. That was hard to get out of. Again, back to the register. I don't know the deal. Now, periods. They're something that we don't all like, apparently. I've got a way to make this a little more interesting for you guys. While she's asleep, just take out that tampon, put in a party popper. Oh, it was bleeding anyway, you can't blame that on me. Now, bisexuality. I'm sorry I looked at you there. But surely the true meaning of bisexuality is to shag a transsexual. That must be like finding a KFC bucket filled with a Big Mac. Surely that must be the case.
I feel ripped off. I got a KFC bucket with a Big Mac in it.
Not if you got your full chicken wings.
Oh yeah, that's what.
It's a bonus, man. Which brings me to the point of the people who make up the names for burgers. Because I am pretty sure they just named them after their cocks. Think about it, we've got Big Mac, Big Tasty, Zinger. The less you said about the Twister, probably the better. But, you know, think of that next time you get your little tasties from McDonald's.
You missed out Whopper.
Yeah, you read that, didn't you, the other day? Yeah. I knew there was another one. Thanks for that. Now, pubic hair. You've got your basic three types for a female. You've got your Brazilian, your chicken look, and you've got your full matted. Bald as chicken.
Hello.
Good, that's fine. I don't know about you, but this is probably just me, but the Brazilian, I just always kind of imagine elevator doors shutting to a lift full of pubic hair. That's probably just me, I don't know, that's just what I see when I see a Brazilian. Now with the full matted look, they call the naturel. You can do what you want with your pubic hair, ladies, this is fine, this is not my concern, but while I said this, I will treat a full thatch like the shallow end of a swimming pool. It's fine for getting my dick wet, but I will not dive in. This is how it goes, I'm afraid. Now, we've got to be careful about how we say things. Some comments in one situation are fine, some comments in the other are not so good. Take this phrase, you snooze, you lose. Fine, if you've just got the last piece of chicken off a riving sibling, snooze, you lose. If you're a support group for date rape victims, I recommend never saying that, ever. I mean, I don't know why they invited me there in the first place, to be honest. It was something on the lines of, you've got to meet new men, you've got to build trust with strange people. I thought it was a bit eerie, that kind of meeting. Which is weird as well, because I knew 3 of them, but luckily they didn't remember me. Now, I'd like to think I've been equality and I've been too sexist so far during my set. So I'm going to touch on a sexism issue. Now, if you think of a man walking past the window and he looks inside and he sees a naked lady and the naked lady sees him, he is the pervert. He's a peeping Tom, that's what it gets called. Pervin. Now, if a man is naked inside in the window and he looks out and he sees a woman looking in, he is still the pervert. Is that fair? It's not, is it? It's not fair. Good, I'm glad you agree with me on that.
It's more about classical issues and comedy, that's the way to go.
Cheers, Andy. Now, I'm going to leave you on some wise words that one man once said to me, and I hold these very dear. The words are, never shit before you go to work, for at work you get paid to shit. I think I'll leave it there.
You. Funny dance.
It's a big dance.
Is
it a funny dance? Huh?